So I had to come back live with Tom McDonald decodes. It's getting out of hand, the connections. So I'm documenting everything. So there's a song and video released the day after Charlie passed away by Tom McDonald. Tom McDonald is born September 21st, which is the same September 21st, which is scheduled for the funeral of Charlie Kirk at State Farm Stadium, home of the Arizona Cardinals. Tom McDonald equals 1254. Tom McDonald released an album called The Revolution. It was released on November 18th, 2022. November 18th is the same date for the release of Star Trek Generations, November 18th, 1994. And we did the decode with, we shared the decode from Cyphers. Charlie Kirk, I Love Star Trek, December 19th, 2012, was exactly 6,606 days after that movie was released. And from that tweet till this September 23rd is 666 weeks. Revolution equals 1254. Tom McDonald equals 1254. The album is titled The Revolution, released November 18th. Tom McDonald is a Star Trek fan, so I found this tweet on his Twitter. It goes back to December 23rd, 2023. Tom McDonald says, "Me and my dad at the legendary Vasquez Rock, where Captain Kirk fought the Gorn. Go ahead, call me a nerd. Star Trek rules." So Tom McDonald is a huge fan and did his one and only tweet of Star Trek. So he definitely knew about the release date coinciding with Star Trek Generations. It's all tied in. This is the web, the matrix. So Charlie Kirk and Tom McDonald on Instagram. So Tom McDonald DMs Charlie Kirk, says, "Hey dude, someone just sent me a link. My music video Snowflakes posted on your website. I'm not sure if you directly had something to do with that, but thank you." So he's wondering why his music video was posted to Charlie Kirk's website. Charlie Kirk responds and says, "Thank you, man. I love what you do. You should come on the show sometime." So this is the first time they communicated, which was June 9th, 2021. June 9th, 2021 to Wednesday, September 10th, where Charlie passed away, was exactly 222 weeks. So they have, Tom McDonald has the September 21st birthday. It's the same September 21st that Charlie Kirk will be buried. And it's also the same Sunday, September 21st, where we will have a solar eclipse. So now we have an eclipse on Tom McDonald's birthday and the funeral date for Charlie Kirk. So I found these tweets, one from Charlie, one from Tom, in regards to eclipses. This was both in response to the massive ritual that took place last year on Monday, April 8th. Charlie tweets, "Imagine believing that climate change caused the solar eclipse, that the moon is a planet made of gas, that NPR is honest journalism." Tom tweets, "I honestly don't give a F if the solar eclipse ends humanity. It's WrestleMania weekend, baby." So, all coded, all just coming out. So, again, the videos, please make sure you are keeping up to date. I'm keeping the video short with all the decodes. Here's the 1254. So remember, revolution is 1254. Tom McDonald equals 1254. And on September 23rd, this month, it will be 1254 weeks since 9/11. So 1254 also equals AI becomes self-aware, September prophecy, tribulation theory, prophecy fulfilled, and great tribulation. So I need to run through all these slides. We're at 74 slides now for the Charlie Kirk decode. So I'm just going to run through them quickly because it is piling up the evidence we have against them. So we have admitted Freemason, Candace Owens, Best Buds, Trump and Kirk, Synagogue of Satan worshippers, Devil Horns, Sniper Shirt, 666. Here's the decodes connecting to the Assassins and White Supremacy and the Mark of the Beast and Great Tribulation, all the way to Charlie Kirk. Here's the John the Fearless decodes, Beast System, history repeating itself. Fearless Charlie, so I believe that's Kash Patel, the FBI director. Everyone's referring to him as Fearless Charlie, 666. Here's the tribulation connections and the great flood, which was the first end times, right? So it's as it was in the days of Noah. So this end times has happened before, but it will happen different to the great flood. The Central Intelligence Agency, CIA, equals Charlie Kirk Masonry, the year of the Great Flood. Turning Point USA, 1122. Notice the formation date, June 5th. That's going to come back. So United States Space Command, 1104 equals alien threat, and as in the days of Noah, US Space Command equals order out of chaos, and the United States Space Command was founded on September 23rd, 923. So again, September 23rd keeps popping up. So there's a reason the US Space Command founded it on this date because they plan order out of chaos around about this date and fake the rapture to deceive Christians. Richard Nixon and the phone call to the moon. There's the numbers. George Washington and another 1122. JFK, another 1122. Brotherhood of Death equals 1122. Brotherhood of Death equals assassination and tribulation, 611. There was 666 mercurial years between the assassination of Abraham Lincoln and Charlie Kirk. Derek Chauvin, the knee on the neck for George Floyd equals 726 Antichrist. I just showed you the Tom McDonald decodes, freshly done. All these men are named James. So in John 7:5, it says, "For neither did his brethren believe in him." So why are all these men connected and named James? So we have Charlie James Kirk, Tyler James Robinson, and James Christian Kimmel. Is that not because Jesus's brother was named James? And James did not even believe with him. So he was antichrist, not pro-Christ for his brother Jesus. So James denied Jesus and did not believe in him. John 7:5. For neither did his brethren believe in him. James. So James Kimmel equals 666. The name James equals antichrist. Christian is 606. The Masonic Temple, where he films the show that is now suspended, equals 1044, which is New World Order. Jimmy Kimmel Live, which is the name of the show, equals the Beast System. Another James being held at the Utah County Jail equals 666. The prosecution in this case for the charges of capital murder is the death penalty, which equals 666. He is a rainbow warrior for the transpocalypse, both equal 1104 for your United States Space Command and alien threat. From September 18th, 1947, the founding of the Central Intelligence Agency, the CIA, to the birth date of Tyler James Robinson, April 16, 2003, is 666 months. So he was destined to be a CIA puppet to be held at the Utah County Jail on serious charges where the prosecution will be seeking a death penalty, all scripted. There's the fake text messages. This is not a real conversation. 33-hour manhunt. The decodes are telling me it's connected with CIA puppets and homosexuality and the mark of the beast. Leave the World Behind. The actor Kirk Cameron, with similar initials and naming to Charlie Kirk, will turn 666 months in April of next year. James T. Kirk, the character of Star Trek, born March 322, and the actor that plays the character, William Shatner, was also born March 22, but different years. There's your 322 for Zionist. It was 322 weeks of the Charlie Kirk Show. Podcast 666. It was 6 years, 66 days of the Charlie Kirk Show up until he suffered a neck wound, 666. Galactic Federation. Give me a second. I know I had another decode now. I have been working like a mad scientist on this decode and this case. Give me one sec. I know I had another Galactic Federation equals 444. There you go. Yeah, 444. So Galactic Federation equals 444. I'm going to get back to that 444 number. King Charles is in his 923rd month of life, 923. There's the 666 connection from his birthday of 2023 to Charlie Kirk's death. There's the 918 again. Prove me wrong. Miss Arizona, Charlie James Kirk, Galactic Federation. So Galactic Federation also equals 444. And that is what I found with the connection between Charlie and Tom McDonald, who are born exactly 400. No, so from the date of Tom McDonald's birth date to the funeral, it is exactly 444 months. So Charlie Sheen also played in a movie called 9/11. 9/11 is 630. Charlie Kirk, 630. His name, Carlos Estevez, is 1086. Beast System, 1086. Charlie Sheen will turn 726 months of age next March, which is Antichrist. Everyone is being set up and falling into place. There's the 606, Trump Tower 606, 606 years between assassinations. Assassin is 606. Gender Bender 606, Charlotte's Web 606, Orem, Utah 606. I have a couple more 606s. I believe it was from the Jimmy Kimmel one. So Jimmy Kimmel had a 606. Christian, his middle name is 606. Charlotte's Web. We got Robert Redford Jr., also part of the ritual. Irina Zarutska. So the funeral will be held on September 21st. So from the date of birth of Charlie Kirk to his date of burial is either 11,666 days or 1,666 weeks. The Masonic symbolism. There's the 1104s, Captain Kirk 1104, Irina Zarutska 1104. There's the tweets. So Charlie James Kirk, I believe someone, Crystal Gem, made it aware that Jimmy or James Christian Kimmel shares the same initials. So James Christian Kimmel was fired for making comments about Charlie James Kirk, same initials, different order. So we got Usher. I did the decode on Usher last year. Usher Super Bowl equals 666. So Usher has been brought in to usher in the New World Order. Usher was born on October 14th, which is the exact same birthday as Charlie Kirk and George Floyd. So this date falls 33 days after 9/11. So tell me again, they're not ushering in the New World Order. October 14th equals 1260. 1260 is in reference to one of two halves of tribulation, where each half of 342 months equals 1260 days. The last words that came out of Charlie Kirk's mouth was gang violence equals 1260. Lots of September 23rd connections. At the time of his death in Utah, it was 12:23 p.m. In Jerusalem, that time was 9:23 p.m. For your September 23rd connection, 923. King Charles is in his 923 month of age. I'm saying AI will become self-aware. I'm saying there's way too many uh, false idols on the internet pushing this date as the rapture. So when we're all still standing here after that date, will you stop following these devils, these deceivers, and actually listen to some real truth and see some real decodes? Remember, 1254 weeks from September 11th, 2001 to September 23rd, 2025. So I thought this was hilarious. So the director of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, um, Kash Patel or Kashap Patel. So his middle name is Pramod. So Kashyap P. Patel equals 606. His birth date is Monday, February 25th, 1980, to the birth of Charlie Kirk is 711 weeks. 711, Charlie Kirk 1152, Usher equals 1152. I'm going to get to that one soon. So Usher is very much connected. So there's this video going around, AI'd, of course, of Cash Yap P. Patel dressed as a Viking, giving his speech. Lastly, to my friend Charlie Kirk, rest now, brother. We have the watch, and I'll see you in Valhalla. So an Indian man saying prayers to a Christian man, saying that they'll meet in Valhalla. So why did he not just say, I'll see you in heaven? Why Valhalla? Valhalla is the hall of the slain in Asgard from Norse mythology, like Thor, Loki. In that mythology, in the Norse mythology, their death penalty is rumored to be a blood eagle, very disgusting form of torture and execution. Blood eagle equals Charlie Kirk. Hall of the Slain, which is what Valhalla is equals Antichrist, and Asgard equals 322 for your Zionist. Charlie Kirk 1152, Great Tribulation 1152, Aliens are Fallen Angels 1152, July 20th, the date of the fake moon landing 1152, Tommy Robinson, White Supremacist of the UK 1152, Usher Raymond IV 1152. Both share the exact same birthday, different years. Triple Eights, the book. So just like the Tom McDonald song and video that was released the day after, I find that just as eerie and creepy as a book that was released the day before. Charles Leclerc. So this is a prediction that something is going to happen in this weekend's race at the Azerbaijan Grand Prix regarding Charles Leclerc, Ferrari. We'll see. Um, I'm having all of this prepared. Here's the Back to the Future decode. So remember, Turning Point is founded on June 5th. Ronald Reagan died on June 5th. Not the same year, but yeah. So that's why it was founded on this date, because I've shown you all the connections with Charlie Kirk and pretty much all presidents going back to George Washington. So now here's a connection with Ronald Reagan, who was briefly shown in the movie Back to the Future when Marty travels back to the 50s, where he changes his name from Marty McFly to Calvin Klein, which is the initials Charlie Kirk. And it's all there. So please check out the videos. I've kept them short, all under 10 minutes. I'm doing a trans anti-fascist, the Antifa being now designated as a terrorist organization. I've been fighting against Antifa pretty much all this decade since the pandemic. Again, here's all the lyrics. He wrote this song and made the video and released it within 24 hours of the Charlie Kirk assassination. Okay, I'm gonna run through the comments. Cable Dialect says, "Hey everyone, we got Black Cat USA here. It's good to see you." He says hello to myself and Cable. So Scott has made it. Much loves Nico. I haven't seen a lot of you in such a long time, but it's good to finally see you find me for once. Thank you, Black Cat says I'm so awesome at this. Fake independent rapper, sold his soul with those tattoos on his eyelids. So yeah, I don't have to explain how satanic, how disgusting, and how controlled of a puppet Tom McDonald is. David Many is in the house. The Samoan Watchman. It's good to see you, brother. Hope you're well. Seen you playing some music the other day. It was awesome. I didn't get to comment though, but I am watching and taking it in. Good stuff. Miss Sue Polito says, "Hey, good afternoon, Sue." Katie's watching. So, yeah, thank you for watching. I know how busy everyone is, but I'm trying to keep these very short and quick and straight to the point. Yeah, lots of talks regarding September 23rd. It's being pushed by every fake pastor, fake Christian, fake popular YouTuber, TikTok is everywhere. And everyone's saying it's the Feast of Trumpets, it's the rapture. I guarantee you that the date that God said that no man will know, not even the angels in heaven, is now being advertised on the internet, the World Wide Web, on these satanic social platforms. Like the fact that people believe that just lets you know who the lukewarm are. The path is very narrow. Thank you, Black Cat USA. Share, share, share. There's too many now, so I don't know what to do or say. I'm just going to give up on asking for help because I'm just going to just pray and hope for the best and know that I'm not doing this for people no more. I'm just doing this for God and myself because we're at the end. I want to know why he wasn't paraded around for the MSM like Luigi Mangione because he probably doesn't exist. It's probably all AI. Thank you, Black Hats. I already stopped following the ones pushing 923 Rapture. I'm probably the only one pushing that the 923 is not the Rapture. It's going to be the false Rapture, coordinated and by Satan. It's going to be AI becoming self-aware. I'm not saying it's going to be the fake alien invasion or anything, but if anything's going to happen, it's going to be by the hand of Satan. It's going to be by the hand of the beast system. So again, this song exists. There's a video. It's ridiculous how it's out so fast. This guy never even knew the guy. They spoke like once, he says. Good evening from the UK. Yep, I'm originally from the UK. It was just there last year. Do you not buy into the Satan little season theory? If no, I have a very good and strong timeline of where we are now, which is 4,000 years after the Great Flood. Black Cat USA says, "Hi, Ralph. Yes, we're blessed to have Ralph the Wise in the house. He's pumping out some great content. Yeah, not letting these devils rest in up there in the USA, whether it's Trump or Musk. So make sure you're all sub to Ralph the Wise here as well. Yeah, things are about to get crazy. The things I'm seeing with the numbers is wild. I can't even share everything because I know most people won't understand it anyway. But what I have seen is just insane. So I'm just sharing to me what I feel is easy stuff, like easy connections for people to pick up on the YouTube and be like, whoa, that's a bit too connected and coincidental. So yeah, he's right. Ralph is very right. It's about to get crazy. Yeah, a fake AI raptor, they have the technology to pull it off. So if people are falling for it, they're either just foolish or they're being controlled and paid by the system to push this fake date, this fake narrative of a rapture. So to fool Christians, this is Christians are the number one target. The system needs to eliminate all Christians. They need to penetrate the mind, the heart, the soul, whatever it may be. They're coming at you at all angles, and they want you to renounce Jesus, to turn away from God and put your faith, your praises, your hope, your wishes all into the system because the system's about to perform miracles. It's about to make your pain and your troubles go away through money and medicine, right? It's going to force you to bow to it. It's going to be like there is no God. If God was real, you wouldn't be suffering and he would have saved you, but I'm here doing it. This is what the beast is going to push and accomplish, and how it's going to press humanity to bow down, worship it, take the mark of the beast, and turn away from God. It's not going to be easy. You're not just going to turn on TikTok, scroll through your feed, and some blonde hair, blue eyed Christian's going to be like, "Oh, September 23rd is the rapture. Get ready," and then boom, you're gone. It's not going to happen that way. Yes, brother Ralph, we'll do another live soon, for sure. Let me know. You have my email, and yeah, I'll be ready, brother. So thanks again for the invite. Awesome stuff. So if you've been watching and listening to this live stream, remember, you are the resistance.